Welcome to Inside Sport Fishing. I'm Michael Folks, and thanks for joining us as we continue our coverage from Ted Turner's incredible Vermejo Park Ranch located here in northwest New Mexico.
Oh, that's a nice fish.
Woo! Nice job.
Wow.
Yeah.
How are you doing? That's sickness. That is absolute sickness right there. Total sickness. I'm never going out. Good.
Inside Sport Fishing, proudly brought to you by Ford. Ford Trucks, built Ford tough. Ford, the official trucks of Inside Sport Fishing. And by Shimano, makers of the finest fishing tackle in the world. Fish with the best, fish Shimano. And by Cardinal Paint, since 1952, manufacturers of premium quality finishes, including the longest lasting, highest gloss marine LP in the world, Cardinal.
Welcome back. I'm Michael Folks, and once again, thanks for joining us as we begin our coverage of one of the most exciting series of shows we've ever had the pleasure to bring you from Ted Turner's incredible Vermejo Park Ranch located in northwest New Mexico. Everything you see, as far as you can see, is all part of this ranch. 914 square miles of some of the most incredible, untouched, beautiful land I've ever had the pleasure to walk on.
Oh my God! Woo! Nice job.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Wow. Nobody here, all by ourselves.
Yep.
Got the whole lake. Fish are rising. Dry fly. They're eating the dry fly. Probably 75 degrees outside.
Perfect.
I mean, we're sitting looking at a glass calm lake, and I got a
Beautiful fish on.
bigger rainbow than you probably catch most places in the United States on any given day on a dry fly.
Whoa.
Nice fish. Real nice fish. Easy does it. Found me some grass to go with him.
A little bit of seaweed.
Yeah, come on, get off there. I mean, when it comes to the world of fly fishing, I just don't know that it gets any better than this. Look at this rainbow. Look at the size of the fish. He's not quite ready yet.
Oh, he's still pretty hot.
Not quite ready yet. We're just gonna play him out. We got all the time in the world. Come on, little buddy. Come on. Look at that fish. I mean, if that's not a healthy rainbow, I don't know what is. Look at that fish. Dry fly fishing in the evening at Vermejo. I mean, are you kidding?
Get any better.
Look at that hook jaw on him. Get that hook on out of there. Get my rod there. What a fish. Nice healthy male. Almost got a hook jaw going. Look at those colors. I mean, that's what this ranch is all about.
Here at Vermejo Park Ranch, we like to customize a guest's stay. So we talk to the guest, we let them know what's available, and then they can select and let us know what they want to experience. And then we exceed their expectations.
At the headquarters area is where guest services have been centered for over 100 years, and a lot of the buildings here date back to that era. They've been restored and modernized, but there's stone architecture that has been built to last, and they're really unique cottages, and as well as another small hotel that we have called Casa Minor that's here at the headquarters. Guests that stay in Casa Grande can take their meals in here if they like. There's a 16-seat table behind me, as well as dining quarters. There's a great courtyard, very shaded courtyard, and an atrium with tropical plants here that's reminiscent of what was here originally when the house was built. 25 miles west of here at the high country, we have an off-grid lodge. It's called Castilla Lodge. Solar powered, locally harvested wood, locally carved headboards by a local artist. Really unique experience. There's 8 rooms up there. It's a great high country lodge. It's a 10,000 feet solar powered, beautiful views, elk out the front window, elk out the back window, and nearly 13,000 foot peaks just out the front door. Our culinary team, we have 3 commercial kitchens here at the ranch. There's 2 at headquarters, and there's 1 at our high country lodge at Costilla. And our culinary team really tries to get in touch with our guests ahead of time, find out what their needs and their desires are. There's always we always have a bison dish. We're bison ranch, we're bison producers, so there's always a bison dish, a game, often a beef, a fish, and then a vegetarian dinner. But it's hearty food, it's comfortable food, but it's excellent. We try to rotate our menu about every 2 weeks, and people come back throughout the season. You know, sometimes they come back just to see what's new on the menu and come back just for the food.
This land heals people. When you come here and you tour this property, it's healing. If you let it in, you have to give everything up and just let it in, and you'll leave here a rejuvenated soul. And that, to me, is the most special thing about Vermejo Park Ranch, is that healing aspect that the land has for everyone.
That's what I'm talking about. A nice rainbow. Still pulling after that. Not ready yet. Alright, little buddy, you tired now?
Wow, beauty.
Nice fish. What a rainbow. Perfect. They're eating this Luna Negra. You know, out here in New Mexico, there's certain areas where they have, you know, flying ant hatches, and, you know, to some people that would probably look like an awfully enormous fly, but, you know, size 10, 12, and 14 flies are pretty standard out here on the ranch. Big fish, and they're used to eating big bugs, so, you know, give yourself something that's easy to fish, easy to see on the water.
And it gets bit.
And it gets bit. I mean, we have had more results with that fly than I could even begin to tell you about. I mean, it works. There's no question about it. Bartlett Lake, and it is flat glass calm. It is the crepuscular hour, sunset, it's feeding time. We're gonna catch some big trout. I can feel it. Just broke a good one off. Oh, that was a good bite. Broke my whole operation off.
Broke everything off?
The whole deal. Adams and Bartlett are probably the two biggest lakes on the ranch, and I like this lake a lot because it's got real hard packed sand bottoms, so you're not dealing with that soft sludgy mud that some of the other lakes have where you're limited to fishing out of a boat. This is a great lake to wade fish, and you know, it's just one of those places when you look around, it's just got nothing but beauty every direction, and it's got big fish in it. That's why I like it. Vermejo Park Ranch. And I'm gone, baby.
You
right
bit.
in front of
Did you
me.
do it right in front
Yep.
of you, dirty dog?
Right behind you.
In front of me. Probably swam right through your legs. Oh, where you going? Oh,
Hey, little
Snikey. He's coming to get you. Couldn't resist. You just had to eat that, didn't you?
Pretty.
Look at how fat she is. Easy.
Not quite ready, huh?
Easy, girl.
God, they're so pretty.
I want her to explode there on the camera.
Nice. Well, that's a nice fish.
Nice fish, Keith.
Instead of just hunting and fishing, now we're moving towards nature tourism thing and touring the ranch with people, teaching them more about the history and showing them the wildlife.
There's absolutely nothing tame about these horses right here. These horses are as wild as they come. They were born in the wild. They have very little interaction with any human beings. They're not the Mustangs. They're just feral horses from the town of Catskill. But they're beautiful, and to get them to stand around like this is pretty neat because most of the time when they see a truck, they're in high gear.
Look at those things. In the middle of nowhere.
Now these charcoal kilns were used to take all the trees that they clear cut off of this land, and they'd cook these trees down and turn it into charcoal. And you can tell by the vents in the bottom of them, what they used to do is they used to get this fire going real hot, and then they'd control the airflow and take all the air away from it so it could condense down and cook down into charcoal. And then they would load it on the trains and send it to Pueblo or Trinidad to go into the steel mills. Kind of amazing to think that without modern technology they could put all these bricks in here and build these almost perfectly symmetrical to each other. And it's kind of neat that after 110 years, 120 years of these things being around, it still smells like burnt wood in here. Out of all the trees they were harvesting out of this place, they cut and put on a train 3,000 cords of wood a day, and 50 cars of charcoal came off this property every day.
So we're down here in the Canadian River Valley and where the town of Catskill used to be, and then Over here we've got one of the old foundations that's still standing, and it's kind of perched up on the hill here, so it makes you think that it was probably one of the higher ups of the town, maybe one of the founders. And if you look on the brick there, you can see what looks like a swastika sign. And what it is it's an old Native American religion where they believe that it's supposed to represent the moon and the star and the sun and the way that they all rotate around each other, which is what the swastika means to the Native American tribes. And as you can see up above that, above the swastika, you can see that you've got the moon and the star and the sun, and then whoever's name it was that carved it in there. But it's kind of a neat thing to see that the settlers that were here actually adopted some of the ways that the Native American tribes were trying to teach them, which is pretty cool to see too.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful fish. That is a good one.
Yeah, this is like a chironomid pattern that I bought when I was up in Oregon last summer. And we use some of these style nymphs here on the ranch, but usually in much smaller. I mean, this is like a size 8 or 10 maybe. Hopefully we'll get through the night with it.
Fish on.
Fish on! Get him, brother. Ooh, nice fish. What a fish. Pretty good sized fish there, Ryan.
Good one?
Yeah. You drill the camera?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. It's a big fish. Oh.
That's it?
That's it. You win some and you lose some. That was a big one.
If this is losing, I don't need to be winning.
I hear you.
Nice. Nice, Keith.
Brook trout.
Is it a brookie?
Yeah, it's a beautiful brook trout.
Sadly enough, this is going to wrap up our coverage from Vermejo Park Ranch. We'd like to thank Keith Johnson and Ryan Griffin, along with the entire staff here, for making this one of the most incredible trips we've ever had. If you get the opportunity to visit this place, don't pass it up. It'll be the trip of your lifetime, guaranteed.
Inside Sport Fishing, proudly brought to you by Ford. Ford Trucks, built Ford tough. Ford, the official trucks of Inside Sport Fishing. And by Shimano, makers of the finest fishing tackle in the world. Fish with the best. Fish Shimano. And by Cardinal Paint. Since 1952, manufacturers of premium quality finishes, including the longest lasting, highest gloss marine LP in the world, Cardinal.